In June 2006, WWE resurrected Extreme Championship Wrestling, a foul-mouthed, blood-soaked outlaw brand, and put it on a cable channel famous for cheap alien reruns and B-movie monsters. To millions of fans sitting on their couches wearing faded 1990s t-shirts, it felt like an impossible victory for alternative culture. But the moment the broadcast started, viewers watched a guy dressed as a literal sci-fi zombie walk out to the ring with a wooden kendo stick. The legendary hardcore revolution hadn't returned. It had been corporate taxidermied. Why would a publicly traded media giant buy a dead brand, hype its revival for months, and then instantly destroy the exact raw edge that built its cult following in the first place? The standard public story says corporate executives simply didn't understand what made hardcore wrestling special. But if you look closely at the underlying mechanics, that explanation completely crumbles under scrutiny. Look, I'm no financial advisor. I just read public SEC filings and corporate television contracts, and the numbers reveal a very different reality. This was never an artistic misfire or a creative failure. It was a cold, calculated financial extraction designed to exploit brand equity. The mystery vanishes the moment you follow the money trail. But to understand why this happened, we have to look past the storylines and examine the hidden pipeline of cable television economics. Imagine you run a highly profitable restaurant chain, and you decide to buy a legendary, bankrupt neighborhood diner down the street. You don't buy it to preserve its authentic, scratch-made menu or its grungy atmosphere. You buy the name, hang its iconic sign outside your existing central kitchen, and start serving pre-frozen fast food through your existing drive-through window. You get all the built-in customer nostalgia of the old diner, but your food preparation costs drop to almost zero. That is precisely what WWE executed with ECW. In public, the corporate PR machine spun a warm narrative about listening to passionate fans and creating a third alternative brand for new talent. In reality, NBC Universal's Sci Fi channel had a massive structural problem. They were losing young male viewers to video games and digital media, and they desperately needed guaranteed, live weekly rating safety to protect their cable carriage fees. Sure, WWE executives could have listened to the purists and kept the original ECW spirit alive. They could have booked small, sweaty armories and let wrestlers throw folding chairs. But doing that would mean accepting massive operational friction, low arena capacity, and unpredictable broadcast chaos that corporate advertisers would instantly reject. Therefore, WWE made a pivotal strategic trade-off. They chose television rating safety and ad-friendly compliance over brand authenticity, transforming a chaotic counterculture icon into a predictable weekly cable product. The key to understanding this entire play comes down to a concept called venue piggybacking. Instead of running ECW as an independent touring brand, WWE piggybacked the entire show directly onto their existing Tuesday night SmackDown arena tapings. Think about what that actually means for the unit economics of a live television business. The arena lease was already signed. The ring, the massive lighting rigs, the satellite trucks, and the 80-person production crew were already fully paid for by SmackDown's operating budget. WWE simply swapped the ring canvas, brought out a different broadcast table, and taped an extra hour of television before or after the main show. By stacking ECW onto SmackDown's existing physical infrastructure, WWE generated 52 hours of primetime national broadcast content per year at near zero incremental production cost. That is like a manufacturing plant doubling its annual factory output without spending a single dollar on new machinery or facility upgrades. In the world of corporate finance, television rights fees represent pure, high-margin revenue. Every single check NBC Universal wrote to WWE for those ECW broadcasts flowed straight past heavy overhead costs and landed directly on the bottom line. It was a pure margin expansion engine designed specifically to satisfy quarterly Wall Street growth targets and boost earnings before interest and taxes. The sci-fi zombies, the alien gimmicks, and the sanitized PG storylines weren't creative mistakes. They were required deliverables. The primary customer was never the hardcore fan sitting in the third row. The primary customer was NBC Universal's ad sales team. So, picture that same fan on the couch in 2006, turning off their TV in frustration, feeling like WWE didn't understand what made ECW special. What that fan didn't realize was that their emotional attachment was the exact leverage WWE used to secure a multi-million-dollar cable deal. Public perception said WWE brought back ECW as a tribute to hardcore wrestling and a love letter to die-hard fans. But the structural reality was far simpler. ECW was resurrected as a high-margin, low-cost content filler machine designed to extract maximum cash from an existing cable infrastructure. Every heel turn, every championship belt, and every broadcast hour was calibrated not for wrestling history, but for television rating quarter hours and merchandise unit margins. WWE didn't revive ECW to save hardcore wrestling. They revived it because, on a corporate balance sheet, it was the cheapest content engine on cable television.